Good day, and thank you NSTI for allowing me to participate in the education process of our next leading scientists in the STEM field. What an honor it is to meet the makers of our next transportation solutions that will connect human beings in ways that our ancestors could have never imagined. What an amazing city, Las Vegas, a mecca for gambling, entertainment, and in some cases, new technology, taking chances. That's more of what Las Vegas is known for, not only to the tourists, but the community as well. Las Vegas is a place where entrepreneurs take chances. Self-driving cars, new energy solutions, one of the world's leading delivery services was catapulted into success as a result of events that happened here. Knowing all of this, I sometimes wonder during my travels around town, what will the next innovation in transportation be? Will things in my lifetime ever change? Is anybody on the job for that sort of thing? Do people even care? How intrigued am I to find that things can change? Somebody is on the job and people do care. Students of the National Summer Transportation Institute, please listen to my story and let it be a great supplement to your finding of the next batch of transportation solutions. And hopefully, they will be a batch of solutions that are great for not only humans, but the environment as well. My day usually starts around 4 o'clock a.m., give or take. I may only live 2 miles from the school, however, bicycle and bus are my main forms of transportation. I have to give myself enough time in the event that something may go wrong on my commute to work and school. And like all forms of transportation, sometimes things can go wrong. So you just have to prepare for stuff like that. My day starts so early because currently I represent 30,000 students. I'm serving as the president of the student government at the College of Southern Nevada, which makes me the student body president and also a member of the Nevada Student Alliance. Sparing you all the details of my responsibilities, I'll chop it all up to saying that I need to get to school early every single day. Me personally, I love riding bikes. It's one of the most economically friendly and efficient ways to get around next to walking. While I know that bicycling may not be a viable solution for the majority of people, it would be my dream to see the road utilized mainly for bicycles and people only using vehicles when absolutely necessary. This is my dream because I am in favor of environmentalist efforts to save our planet, create less pollution, and safer, cleaner roads. I find that not all streets are compatible for biking. While the skinny bike lanes provide a visual barrier, they're definitely not adequate enough to provide enough space in between the driver of a vehicle and the rider of a bicycle. Traffic fatalities are all too common in Las Vegas, with my very own brother being killed in a car accident while he was walking on the sidewalk to his place of work. And it is my humble opinion that streets like Flamingo and Sahara set the bar for adequate space as far as bike lanes are concerned. One of my greatest pleasures in life is coasting down a bicycle lane while I'm headed to wherever I'm going. But consequently, one of my greatest agonies in life is getting a flat tire when I'm right in the middle of my journey to my destination. However, I must emphasize that around 90% of the time, Las Vegas streets are clean and free of debris. While Las Vegas streets are usually clean, it only takes one nail or screw that fell off of a work truck to ruin your entire commute. So that's just one issue that people face when they ride bicycles in Las Vegas. When I first started riding the bus in Las Vegas, it was out of necessity because I had a flat tire. It's still currently flat today. In my haste, I was quick to criticize the RTC bus system. However, how can one accurately criticize a system that they don't use? So, for the past 3 weeks, I've actually been utilizing the RTC bus system for all of my commuting around town. And I must say, since then, my views of their system has definitely changed. So here are the pros and cons. The most obvious benefit would be, of course, the accessibility. Nearly anywhere you want to go in the Las Vegas Valley has an RTC bus stop located close by. Even if a stop is perhaps 15 minutes away, that's still very close. And that 15 minutes for me personally gives me time to study my Arabic audio tapes. I love the Arabic language, and if I were able to use it to create more peace on earth, what an honor that would be. Working for the U.S. Department of State involves a lot of movement, however. A reliable public transportation system would be very useful in my career at the U.S. Department of State. The Bureau of Educational and Cultural Affairs, the Bureau of Conflict and Stabilization Operations, either or would be very awesome to use the language in. Walking to and riding on the bus also gives me time to clear my mind and think about all the responsibilities that I have, being the student body president at CSN and being a member of the NSA, the Nevada Student Alliance. While my views of the RTC bus system are a lot more positive now, there are some things I still think that could possibly be improved upon. One of the downsides that all Las Vegas residents can understand is the blistering heat. During the summer months, standing at a bus stop can be potentially life-threatening. I personally managed to overcome this problem by utilizing the RTC Ride Tracker app. I use this app to time exactly when the bus will be arriving so that I don't have to wait at the bus stop the entire time. I still wonder, however, if another solution could possibly be created to make it easier with the bus waiting times. Standing off to the side or behind the bus stop to find shade can potentially make you miss your bus if you're not standing in the correct location. If the driver doesn't see you and no passenger aboard requests a stop, you're gonna drive right past. And now, I must take this time to thank RTC for providing a quality service to the residents of Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas, as we know, is a city that requires some form of vehicle to get around. This is due to the spacing of how the city was planned. RTC makes it possible for people without a vehicle to reach places in our city that would otherwise be impossible to reach. Their system has changed over the years and is still transforming to this day. With services such as free Wi-Fi, reduced fares, ride tracking applications, I'd say that their current leadership could definitely be described as progressive. I hope this presentation can be a useful tool in the ever-growing and ever-advancing field of transportation. And I also want to thank RTC for taking the time out to listen to one of its riders. They're a longtime partner with CSN, giving our students discounts on ride fares. This shows that they are invested in our community. From the student body president at the College of Southern Nevada, I'd like to say thank you. NSTI. While I may have been advised against giving specific solutions to the transportation issues, I will, however, ask one thing, that you keep the people in mind. When you're coming up with your solutions, keep the people in mind. Think of the elderly who utilize transportation services. Think of the young student who's just trying to get to class on time. Think of the single mother who's just trying to get her children to school. And also, think of the disabled who utilize public transportation system as their main form of transportation. These type of people that I've listed are not nearly all the different varieties of people who rely on good infrastructure planning. However, I hope it guides you in your thinking of the different types of possibilities of people who you'll be designing this stuff for. I hope that guides you into looking for the different types of case scenarios that you will encounter in your studies and in your planning. And lastly, I want to say thank you to Paul Jacob Barney, NSPE President, for giving me the invite to come and speak with you today. Thank you all for listening, and I hope this presentation will help you. Have a great day.